What if I told you that the real story of Pitbulls is often misunderstood, and that many of the assumptions you've heard about them are not only wrong but dangerous? It's time we put aside the stereotypes and take a deeper look at one of the most controversial dog breeds out there. Are Pitbulls really born aggressive? Or is there more to the story? Let's dive into the truth behind these often misrepresented dogs and uncover what makes them tick. If you've ever heard the word Pitbull, chances are the first thing that comes to mind is aggression. From news stories to movies, this breed has long been painted in a negative light. But is this portrayal accurate? In this video, we're going to break down the facts and myths surrounding Pitbulls, starting with a critical question. Are they born aggressive, or is this a result of environment and training? First off, let's talk about the concept of aggression in dogs. It's important to understand that aggression, in any dog, isn't simply a trait that is born into them. In fact, aggression is a complex behavior that can be influenced by a variety of factors, including genetics, early socialization, environment, and how they are trained. While some breeds are known for being more protective or territorial, aggression is not an inherent trait that is hardwired into their DNA. And this is where things get interesting when we talk about Pitbulls. Pitbulls, a group of breeds including the American Pit Bull Terrier, American Staffordshire Terrier, and others, are often categorized as aggressive because of their physical power and history. But this history is a bit more complicated. These dogs were originally bred for bull baiting, a cruel practice where dogs were used to fight bulls. After bull baiting was outlawed in the 19th century, these dogs were then used for dogfighting, a practice that, sadly, has contributed to the perception of Pitbulls as inherently violent. However, it's crucial to understand that this aggressive behavior was not the result of the breed itself but rather the circumstances in which the dogs were raised and trained. So, are Pitbulls born aggressive? Absolutely not. In fact, many Pitbull owners will tell you that their dogs are some of the sweetest and most affectionate pets you could ever have. In fact, the American Temperament Test Society reports that Pitbulls pass temperament tests at a higher rate than many popular breeds, including golden retrievers. So, why do these dogs get such a bad reputation? The truth is, the portrayal of Pitbulls as aggressive is often linked to the actions of irresponsible owners and media sensationalism. When a Pitbull attacks, it makes headlines, but the same doesn't always happen when other breeds do the same. In reality, dogs of any breed can become aggressive under the wrong conditions. The problem is not the dog's breed but how the dog is raised and trained. Pitbulls, like any other breed, require proper training, socialization, and care. When raised in a loving and structured environment, these dogs are known for their loyalty, intelligence, and affection. They are also incredibly strong and courageous, qualities that make them excellent working dogs, therapy dogs, and family pets. But when raised in environments that encourage aggression, or when trained to fight, they can become dangerous, just like any other dog bred for combat or protection. Another critical factor to consider is the role of early socialization. Pitbulls, like all dogs, need to be exposed to various people, animals, and environments during their critical developmental stages. This helps them learn appropriate behaviors and become well-adjusted pets. Without proper socialization, a dog may develop fear or anxiety, which can lead to aggressive behavior. However, it's essential to recognize that aggression is not limited to Pitbulls. Any breed that lacks early socialization and proper training can become aggressive, but it's often the Pitbulls that get the most attention when something goes wrong. Moreover, it's also important to debunk the myth that Pitbulls have a lockjaw, or an unusually powerful bite. While they do have strong jaws, there is no anatomical feature in Pitbulls that makes their bite different from other breeds. A Pitbull's strength, combined with poor training and socialization, can lead to serious consequences, but the same can be said for many other strong dog breeds like Rottweilers, German Shepherds, and Dobermans. The key takeaway here is that aggression is not an intrinsic trait of the breed but is shaped by the dog's upbringing and environment. When you look at the science behind dog aggression, it's clear that breed-specific traits do not inherently determine aggression. Research has shown that genetics play a role in certain temperaments, but environmental factors like abuse, neglect, and lack of proper care are the main contributors to aggressive behavior in any breed. Unfortunately, the Pitbull breed is often unfairly singled out due to media portrayal and sensationalized stories. So, how can we change the narrative around Pitbulls? It starts with education. As responsible dog owners, we need to focus on raising our dogs with love, patience, and proper training. Whether you're raising a Pitbull or any other breed, the key to preventing aggression lies in creating a positive and stable environment. Providing early socialization, consistent training, and ensuring your dog is well exercised and mentally stimulated are the most effective ways to prevent aggressive tendencies. It's also essential that we stop perpetuating breed-specific legislation, which targets Pitbulls and other breeds based solely on their physical appearance. These laws fail to address the real issues of responsible pet ownership and instead punish dogs for traits they cannot control. Instead of focusing on banning certain breeds, we should focus on educating owners and promoting responsible pet ownership across all breeds. After all, a well-trained and well-cared-for dog, no matter the breed, is far less likely to show aggression. In conclusion, the idea that Pitbulls are born aggressive is simply not true. Like any dog, they can become aggressive if raised in the wrong environment, but aggression is not an inherent trait of the breed. The truth is that with proper care, training, and socialization, Pitbulls can make amazing pets, loyal companions, and even fantastic working dogs. Let's stop labeling an entire breed based on a few isolated incidents and instead focus on responsible ownership and education. The next time someone asks you if Pitbulls are born aggressive, you'll be able to confidently say, "No, they are shaped by their environment, just like any other dog." If you found this video helpful and want to learn more about dog breeds and training, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more content on the truth behind dog behavior. Also, share this video with your friends who might have misconceptions about Pitbulls. It's time we change the narrative.